Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Saving the Tang Let's Play here in CK3. And last time we ended as we have a rebellion. Actually, two rebellion. This one's the Red Turbans. Now historically, Red Turbans didn't happen until the end of the Yuan Dynasty, but you can just understand this as a peasant group that is wearing a colored turban to identify themselves. The colors typically reflect sort of the elemental state of the dynasty. The Chinese believe in the 5 phases or the 5 elements: 金木水火土, metal, we have fire, we have wood, we have water, and we have the earth. And these 5 phases or 5 elements are sort of in a ever continuous cycle of giving birth to a new element and one element beating another. For example, fire would be defeated by water. And from it, you have the birth of, like, the water can birth wood. So this type of continuation, each dynasty is sort of associated with one phase or one element. And when you want to beat it, you want your rebellion to have the color that reflects the element that should continue, if that makes any sense. For example, Yellow Turbans trying to defeat the Han pick yellow because it represents earth. And in this case, for the end of the Yuan Dynasty, they pick red because it represents fire. We're not going to let them succeed here. We have our army in the north. All 3 of them are going to come back and engage. And then we have 2 more armies here, plus some of our allies, which we don't really control. But we want to slow this group down. So we do want to get here, but we don't want to be first. So we'll just slide into the nearby county first. And then when they get closer, we'll engage all together, wipe out the leader. If we capture the leader, we finish the war, like what we did before with our first peasant rebellion. And once we have them, they end up in prison. So this guy is a giant peasant leader and has some decent bonuses. Obviously a different faith. I want to torture him. I actually really want to make him a eunuch. But the game doesn't have that option. All we can do is we can execute him. We can negotiate a release where he could potentially work for us. House arrest is new, at least for me. I don't think it was around when I played the game before. It's a lenient form of prison. No ill effect except for boredom. Okay. Yeah, captured nobles are automatically put into house arrest. This is a good reflection. I don't know when it was introduced, but this happens quite a bit in Chinese history, especially with imperial members. Oftentimes, if you abdicate the throne or force the abdication, you would put them under house arrest instead of executing them because it's a little bit awkward to kill the previous emperor. We'll torture, see what that gives us. If we torture him, we might discover a secret. Don't really care about that. It costs piety. Interesting. Huh. He hates me. See, this is the thing. It's not really what I really want from this. Like, I would never make him a eunuch and make him work for us if he has such low opinions of us. For 50 years, you know. If we try to negotiate a release, we can try to make him convert. He's not going to say yes to it. He will say yes to a weak hook. And if we recruit him, he's going to say yes to this. He's not going to like us. You know what? Usually what they do with peasant... We do get our dread. We kill him. He's a known criminal. So we can do this without becoming a tyrant. Burn at the stake. How very European. Chinese have a lot of different execution techniques. Burning people alive is typically not used. I think, if I have to guess, with like the European origins, it could potentially be fire seen as kind of cleansing. But Chinese have a lot of interesting way to execute. You could connect his 4 limbs and his neck by rope to horses, and you would beat the horses so they would all run in different directions, and you literally pull him apart. And it doesn't happen right away because the strength of your arms and your legs in terms of how they connect to you and your neck is not the same. So oftentimes your arms get pulled away first, or usually, not oftentimes, and then you're in pain as you slowly get your neck snapped off, and then you die. That's not even the worst. You have flailing in the later dynasties, where they would take a small knife and they would slowly take pieces of your flesh, and they do it so carefully, and they pick a very skilled executioner where they don't let you bleed out, and the goal is to get as many cuts in as possible before they kill you. And it's a testament to the skill of the executioner to do this, to increase the amount of pain you're in before you die. And I think the record is like over 3,000 cuts, and it's brutal, but that's why it's an execution method. You know, being burned at the stake, in my opinion, doesn't compare to some of the execution technique that's developed in China over the course of the dynasties. We'll execute him. It'll cost us a little bit of prestige. We have plenty to use. Our scale of power swing, is this a negative increase, or it says plus? This is interesting. We actually, this is our scale of power. It will swing 75. I'm worried that this means it will swing this way, plus 75. Because it's giving me a red text, which usually means bad. Can I really not get my way? Wait, where did that even show up? Before we commit to this. Wait, now I'm thinking, am I just seeing things? Guess I am. Well, that's one rebel down. Our natural dread is 15 due to arbitrary, so we'll slowly swing back to that. Having high dread, I think it's useful. I mean, to be feared, our vassals less likely to rebel. There's some negatives, but at this level, I don't think it's going to really do anything. Let's continue with this war. Our beloved wife, what's going on? Oh, this is our seduce. We've been trying to seduce our wife. The servants have all been sent away, and our bed has been decorated with roses. As Huanghou Wang Shunyi enters our chambers, she smiles shyly and joins me without any hesitation. With the help of hands, mouth, and limbs, we reaffirm the devotion we swore before Buddha, the religion that doesn't really allow these earthly connections. As we were united in marriage, we're now united in heart. We become lovers. She gains 20 opinions. Our scheme ends. We lie with her and we lose some stress because we are lustful. This actually is quite nice. We don't become lovers. We gain all the other benefits. Basically, we don't get the lover trait, which I think is fine. I think we keep the lover trait. The only thing we have to worry about, I believe, is if she dies or something bad happens to her, it would be a very stressful event for us. Oh, she's pregnant. I mean, it's not a good time to lie with her, but I don't think the game punishes that. Let's do it. We're now lovers with our wife, and capital examination. That is still ongoing, right? Yes, it is. Okay. Our champion has written a poem. How smart are you? Decent. I mean, they are general poets. That is common. The riders of spring, the riders of blade and tidings. Steadfast in the plains, the charm in their hands. From Li Yang in beautiful memoir with the graceful Tang. I'm curious to see, I mean, I'm not going to play the game in Chinese just for the sake of this channel, but I wonder if they're actually using realistic poems here. He gains opinion of us, gains 3,000 merit based on this poem. gains the trait poet, and we gain the trait poet. Oh, I like this. Oh, this is also a good trade-off. We get legitimacy, which we actually need. But we... Oh, okay. So last time we did pick one that would boost us to 7 right away, and they did that. I feel like we're missing points, but they just gave us the boost to 7 anyways, because it's 3,989 out of a max of 4,500. I do see the bar goes beyond 7, even though there's no like next milestone bonus. But in any case, I don't think we hit that requirement, but we do get the bonuses, which is nice. This is the expected legitimacy for a Chinese emperor. Poet trait. Let's talk about this. Tang period is actually well known for its poet. I think a lot of Chinese students know the term, the 300 poems of the Tang, 唐诗300首. It's just a collection of 300 pretty well-known poems, and you're expected to memorize quite a few of them. Diplomacy per fame level. Okay, so basically there's a path with different fame levels. They can give us more diplomacy point. There's stress loss. There's courtly vassal. It's not a really... It's not going to be a huge bonus, but I think it's nice. So we are going to pick it up, especially since we don't need legitimacy right now. Alright. Rooting out any cheating. It's impossible. We mentioned last time how you would like cover up the names to prevent some cheating in that form. And then the cheating involves to match the security measure, as you would bribe the officials who's in charge of covering up names, and they would use like different length strips of paper to cover up the names so that the people who grade will know that will grade more favorably to people who have like the long strands that cover up the name versus the people who have short strands. So there's always ways, you know, to try to fight each other as you implement more measures to protect the exam. There are more measures to come up with cheating. Essentially, I think even today, if you want to think about how Chinese society functions, it's a society with a lot of people and a society that is very competitive in nature. So even in realms such as cheating, there is intense competition for it. I think that's the best way to put things. And we gain our prestige. Exam is over. We have a discovery. Okay. What have you done? Oh, he's siphoning Treasury. I mean, who isn't? He's siphoning Treasury and he has negative 69 gold. No wonder why he needs a little help. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. I don't know how we would want to use this. More focus on finishing the war. Glad she's picking up more experience. We got more joining our war. Our seduce actually ended. We have one scheme available. Uh-oh. Oh. We do have a good physician, so hopefully he can recover here. There's nothing I need to do on this. We have a lot of kids. A lot of them are not going to make it. So I think it's going to be fine. Okay, before we jump into that, we could try to secure ourselves. I don't think we need that. We have a wet nurse. They can gain a virtuous trait every month. See, we're encouraging competition as well. I think this one's just more realistic. Master Physician. She's gaining experience, which is what we wanted. Has she mastered her experience? I'm curious. No. Okay, so we'll wait till she hits tier 2. And then we might switch her over to something else. Let's see. Who do we want to sway here? I could take on more words, but I don't think I want to educate that many kids. Just our heir is fine. Everyone can, random into that. For the rest of these, we have good relationship with everyone else. Any member of our council that is not that high up. He just volunteered to join war, I believe. Yep, so he's doing quite well. Is he young? Okay, he's not doing that well. We want to spend our energy on people who might be here for a bit. 42. He just doesn't have that high of a skill. He's amazing, but he's kind of old. 76, yeah, a lot of old people. This apparently is our friend. I believe his clan does have some members. He has a sibling. Not really that relevant. Any actions we can take with him as a friend? I can send him a poem. Let's do this. Let's see how much this costs. Prestige, okay. As this poem is positive, he may accept it immediately. If he has high, yes, he's our friend. The diplomacy challenge against us, he has 6. Ugh, that's not great. 15%. Looks like we need to pick someone with weak diplomacy to do this. Seems to be the case. And someone who like us, who we can remotely challenge in this. Everyone has such nice stats. What if we write a poem to like our son, who has like nothing going for him? I feel like he's the youngest one. I'm gonna just sway him for now to not waste a slot for this. And then we'll see who we can write a poem to. Or maybe our beautiful wife? Yeah, this is much better. She still... We need to find someone who's less competent in this aspect. Okay, we cannot send it to our son. Even his mother is not that bad. No. Man, we are a poet, but it's not like we can do anything with it. It's hard to flip through these concubines. You know what? We can rank our court right now by their diplomacy stat. Champion who doesn't have a brain cell. Well, at least in diplomacy, he has learning skills. Wait a minute. Because we can only write a poem about his incompetence. This is quite challenging to cover both sides here. What about our stable master? Well, the romance side of things, even this is not that... We just have really low diplomacy for this. Alright, I give up on that. We're not going to handle that right now. Let's do another transfer. Oh, another very important thing. We have inspirations. There's a magnificent weapon waiting for us. This is most of our cash, but I want to know what this is. 11 and 8. Not super high, but it's a chance that we have to get something here. Alright, so it's both an honor and privilege to forge you a weapon. It's our first weapon. What would we prefer? Let's see. Something that slash and pierce the flesh, a dagger or a sword, 50-50. Weapon that can make full use of my strength. 33% axe, 33% hammer and mace. A spear. Okay. Trust your judgment. I don't care that much. Dagger wouldn't be great, so I don't really want to do a 50-50 on it. I wouldn't be happy with a hammer or a mace, to be honest. Spear. Let's just let him decide. It'll be a surprise. Now, I have been informed that with the venture, once they go on a venture, they can return with an artifact, and this is actually the only way to get a historical artifact from Burma. So might be interesting in the future. It does cost money. We just spend it on the weapon because I want a weapon, and we'll see what happens there. Oh, he might actually accept this time. He doesn't have 75 gold. What does he have? He has nothing. Okay, so we'll wait until he has something. They're coming down. We'll continue here. Alright, so we have finished the exams. 200 influence, massive. Legitimacy, we don't really care that much about. It's going to fill up. So we have a small number of entrants. Because extraordinary grade restriction. It's still going to be a huge number. Yeah, look at this. 149 entered. Only 60 failed with extreme grading. Well, congratulations to you. Part of the Zheng clan. Okay, that went well. With our influence, there's a couple of things I want to do. Yes, hunt's available. We don't have the cash for it. Unless... no, this is personal cash. Inspections we might want to try because it's going to be from the Treasury. The issue with that is... oh, so these were also Treasury. Yeah, I got to pay closer attention to what the icon is. What did I want to do? I lost my train of thought for a moment there. Not the hunt. Fighting's about to commence. Oh, we got influence. I want to see if we can maybe help this. Because obviously having a rebellion is really bad. Well, there's a lot of other ones that are really bad. Natural disasters, not great. We started 800, we moved up 180. I mean, especially after this recent... yeah. I'm not going to say yes to the demands. I guess if we get desperate later on, we'll think about it. But that's mainly the thing. Things we can fix. We should have a yearly drift of -10 now. We do have the right legitimacy level. We should have this as well. If we do have this. Great Wall seems to be a big deal. We should try to do it. We're doing this one right now. Okay, favor movement, consults heaven. I actually am a little curious to what these do. Favoring movement feels kind of wasted because we already favor the right movement. Maybe it's time to spend it on our council. He is old, that's the only thing. But he's the leader of the conservative... oh, he's not going to say yes. We are going to work on our friend, who is also part of the conservative movement. Ask him to join my movement. He's going to say yes right away. Excellent. And, well, oh, 150 now. Well, good thing we have 300. At least we have our Minister of Personnel on our side. Yeah, I'm just a little concerned about their health and age. He's just impossible to do now. I would have to offer him... Even if I offer him all that, that's no good. I wonder who will be next in line for the conservative movement. Maybe we can get ahead of that. Oh, but the thing is, once I flip him, the next person would automatically become the next in line, so it wouldn't really work. But we could get him because he has high movement power. He's our Minister of Revenue. He's actually decently healthy. 120. We give him a prestige boost. Doesn't really hurt us that much. We have to spend 425. It's a sizable chunk. I don't want to give him a hook. Maybe he's someone we should try to sway a bit more. Right, it's half of this, so I just need about 14 more points. That's a solution. We're gonna cancel this. And start targeting him. Then we'll try to convert him over to our movement. Alright, so that is that. We got 200 here. We can start engaging because they're going to hit them pretty soon. I don't care if they join. We got to take out the leader. My question is how? Yeah, a little confused on how we got this strong fabricated hook. Alright, just gotta get the reinforcement in. He's trying to befriend us. He's doing a befriend scheme on us. A neighboring ruler? Okay. How strong? Pretty weak. We gain stress. His obsessive desire to impress me and his blundering display of fabricated affection has only made me dislike him more. So basically, we eat the stress to allow this relationship to continue. I'm okay with this. I think making friends doesn't hurt. And 10 stress is really not going to kill me. We got huge advantages. All our troops are piling together. This war should end pretty quickly. This is a continuation of that. He is becoming a main character type of energy after being recommended to us after that exam. So we're connecting these two events, being impressed by him and having him work on the masterpiece. Okay. I mean, I guess we are going to get a friend here. But honestly, he's getting decent main character vibe. Let's find him a good wife. I'll take this, and I'll pause this before the battle ends so I can at least look for a decent wife for him. He's a lowborn. I guess that doesn't really matter. I would like to, add interesting people to our... Oh, that is not suitable for you. How old are you? 38. Yeah, not suitable for you. So, nothing too interesting. I don't think it wants to Let's look for more normal people. Why are the House of Jiang so readily available with daughters? I guess we'll be looking for like a high skill character that we can maybe use, you know, in certain positions. Looking for someone who stand out in one thing. Yeah, that impresses me. Alright. Will not be born to a house. She's willing to say yes to this? I mean, they actually have a clan. He doesn't. He's a lowborn. But as long as they say yes, get you a wife. Our wife and lover has given us a daughter. Nothing interesting here. We've been using let's see. We did unle, unping. Let's do untie. Battle's over. Actually, marriage proposal's over. Battle's over, but the war's not over. Interesting. So we might have to go after... this is not what we want. Might have to go after the other allies? Did we not capture him? He's here. Did they capture him? No, we have him. I'm confused now. They control some land over here in the south. Okay, my understanding is they actually own the land, so we have to siege it? No, we took it. We're losing supplies as, you know, as we speak because we have too many armies in one spot. I guess we keep putting out fires? I thought the war would end here, unfortunately. He's not quite the guy. One letter off from the guy who just was speaking to us. Poor guy. Does not look like he's doing well. Okay, so it seems like we don't have the win. I guess the war will just have to continue. I want to make sure there's no enemy armies on this side. There's only 2 groups here and the rest are all down south. I think we'll move most of them back here to make sure they have the supplies, and then we'll send them out in waves. I kind of want a duchy building, but I can't because of this. Yeah, we were still in the process of summoning some potential champions to our court. He doesn't look that impressive, though. Might skip on him. Our sister-in-law has given birth and asking us to help name it. Now, this is kind of common. You could have impure relative asking the emperor to gift a name. Let's Jiao Jiao. It's kind of a silly name, to be honest. Stutterer. I don't know if we want to name something that reminds her of that. How about we just simplify this to just one character, Li Jiao? Ah, unfortunate. Well, wouldn't be a government official without we could imprison them for siphoning Treasury, I'm guessing. Give me a pause real quick. Let's consider act of tyranny. That's not what we want, obviously. Right, we can expose the secret, or we can try to blackmail him with this. We have a strong hook. He disliked us a bit, closer to former rivalry, but what would I do with this strong hook? That's the thing. He actually has money. Like, if I take the lifestyle perk, which we're kind of closing getting, I would probably still get this. But this obviously could get us payments. And on strong hooks, I think it's repeated payments whenever the cooldown goes down, which might be annual. It's a good source of gold. And we're not technically poor. This fighting secret has resulted in quite a few things. Anyways. Oh. Why is this? He got a position. Oh, the husband. So she's no longer in our court. Can we invite her? Okay, so she's obviously not our only option. I think for this potential moment, we actually have... I lied. I thought we had someone. Wasn't there a man who came by with a physician skill earlier? Yeah. Well, why can't he do a good job here? Wait, was I looking at the wrong thing? This definitely didn't look like this last time. But yeah, he could do a good job. Maybe we'll just have him take over. Alright, then you don't have to come back, I guess. We will miss you. She has really good stats. And she's a fellow party goer. $25 to have her back, 4 months worth of gold. Or we just try to influence her this way. It's so close. Her opinion of us is plus 25. I don't think that's gonna do too much. That's fine. We had her replaced. It's all good. Running out of X names. Let's go with Z. Even though the only Z kid we have is currently not doing very well. What's Z and ZH? I'm gonna consider them together. Let's do... We can do Sun. Alright, we don't have any supply issues. Send another one to join the fight. I mean, usually we request Unic and they make them. You know, that's how it should work. We can't afford that. Unfortunately, the war score hasn't been doing very much in our favor. The Guild of Stonemasons have established itself in Jingzhou, so our capital. Having dedicated craftsmen in our service, strike a deal with him. It's a storeship challenge, and we are famous for having storeship values. We started at 0. Lifestyle gave us 1. We could potentially lose a lot of money. We don't have this type of money. We can have our minister do it. He obviously have better stewardship value. We need a success to get a free bonus. The trait, let's see if it's worthwhile. Cheaper construction. Only for our personal money in this case? Would that icon be the case? Then only our domicile buildings, which wouldn't be that expensive. I think we'll actually just pass. Oh, that is not pretty. There's only a 10% chance he loses for the 120. 60, we're not in debt, so I'm okay with that. Alright, it's almost a coin flip. 40, 50, and then 10% for some really bad news. Don't fail us. Don't fail us. Wait, how are we not trying to butter you up? Oh, we are. Yeah, I was like, yeah. Well, let's try it. What do we get? Let's unpause. Moment of truth. Oh, natural winner? Wait. This is not that. This is just two of our intendants arguing against one another. And we're supposed to kind of grade them. Well, both of them right now are likable. I don't see anything wrong. We lose legitimacy. Pro-Tang movement becomes the favorite movement. Oh. Well, this brings the question of something we saw over here with the catalyst. Let's move this aside. The Pro-Tang movement is huge, first off. I believe I am part of the Pro-Tang movement. That is a good question. Like, this is the favored... We didn't change this. This is what it started as. Right? This is us. We're the son of heaven. I don't think it matters, actually. I think having the advancement movement as the favored movement increases this, for sure, right? The favor movement, that has not triggered, but this has triggered. You can see the annual shift towards the advancement movement being the favor movement. It's worth a lot for us. Pro-Tang movement is the favor movement, and the favor era is advancement. Okay, this is slightly... Okay. Okay, so Pro-Tang movement is still favorable, but just less favorable because it's 20 points instead of 35. Because favor era already changed, so this is good. I now have the right legitimacy levels. This is now getting pushed. $220, nice 70. We got this now. We have a minus at work. We have another minus at work over here. So this was before. Now this is starting to cancel it out. Yeah, this is the thing. Pro-Tang movement being the favorite movement has a minus 15. Okay, so this is how I see it. This is minus 15. That is plus 20 versus plus 35. So we will get faster advancement if we keep it as the favor movement. But if we switch, we do slow down a little, but the net is not exactly the same because we're trying to remove division points to prevent division, basically. I think we should switch. I think that's the conclusion, because we can slow down division. Whereas, I think this is the only thing, right? This minus 15. Being advancement doesn't help. Alright, I think we figured it out. Come on back. We will sacrifice a little bit because we have plenty to sacrifice at this point, which is good. And let's strengthen the Pro-Tang movement. Alright, with our lover. Do you love my hair so? Oh, she's gonna give us a strand of hair. We get a nickname for doing this. We gain a trait for doing this. Well, this is well, we're not Jingxue, but I'm pretty sure this is a favorable trait for Jingxue as a faith. I like this. It's a very common trait for the Han culture. And we get our first nickname. Alright, did he do it? My gosh. Well, at least we have the option to say no. And for 20 years, would we spend 650? We would actually in 20 years. Even on domicile build. Okay, I think it's a good deal. Obviously, if he succeeded and we got it for free, it'd be even better. Now we're kind of poor. Okay, so we might have some kinsmen with merit inherit some provinces. Taltu has died of a heart failure. So now we have a new round prince, a priest, which is someone. Let's see if he's capable first. Not bad, 31. Decent replacement for sure. He's doing the right thing. Endorses us. So I don't think we need to sway him at all. He's also a member of the Pro-Tang movement. I like it. Great switch. Yeah, we are losing the war because we're not fighting it. We got 2 armies coming down to target them. They're the only ones in this area, I believe. Then we have to go pretty far south. I'm gonna get this army, at least our portion, 3,000, to start headed over here. I don't think we'll get into any trouble. I don't see any other armies nearby. So we should be able to handle this. Hopefully we can end this war and stop burning cash. Usually, you know, the government burns the cash and then we get into these fights. Are we engaging? Let me get this done first. We got a bit back on tributary. Yeah, we're fine. We're about to be maxed. Okay, so who are you? Neighboring ruler, the chitin, so north of us. I guess the cold gave it away. A small amount of animal bleat and look around. Not a lot. We are not gonna give him... Oh! Wait. He gave us a lot of money. This is our default. I like it. They're a horde culture. Also something that wasn't around when I played last time, but looks kind of interesting. Do you have stuff now? Nothing. Something wondrous. We just got paid, but I don't know if I want to spend the money on that. Also don't want to spend the money on our musician going to Burma. In terms of our own little house, oh, our influence can be saved for this as well. Switching is 250. Okay, when we do get to 250, I'm making this swap. I kind of want to just keep pushing this for more slots. So 342, it's pricey. But I believe this is... is this not discounted by the stonemasons? Then we might have miscalculated in that savings. Then we're saving the treasury money when we build? We are. This went down. That's fine. In the end, it is an empire that we're trying to maintain. Now, originally I was gonna say we build the examination hall, but looking at the fact that there's only 3 tiers, and even at the max tier we're only getting just 1.5 influence, merit's not really useful for us. The lifestyle experience is good, development is good. 50% discount on treasury costs, also not that attractive. And then I scrolled down and found that they have this thing called Leisure Palace, which, you know, also only have 3 tiers, but the feasts cost half of as much, and we have increased rewards for grand weddings, there's prestige gain, stress loss. This actually doesn't matter. It's actually much worse than the examination hall, but just the fact that this kind of goes with the feasting theme makes it a little bit attractive to us. I mean, ultimately, I think we will do the examination hall. This just makes a lot more sense, but did find something interesting that could go with what we are doing. If we just want a straight cash, this would be it. But we're not really... Like, holdings is not going to be our key thing. At least I don't think so. How are we not catching them? Man, you're finding a lot of good stuff. Wait. This is an accusation. So he's saying that he is having an affair with his own lover. Okay, it's just accusing he has an affair. His wife is dead. This is not as serious as you think. Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't have a wife, is this really... Sure. He's working on it. Let's see. Very grave looking. He has hit a wall. Does he need cash? Usually you just need cash. To the armory. Stresses us out because we're lazy. Oh. Drink to it. Only 20% chance to get a progress. Oh, this is all negative. It's okay. If we want a good weapon, we go to the armory and we take a bit more stress. Well, let's see. What is our current stress level? 10. We go to 30. Not a big deal. We always have drinking tea in our back pocket, so I think we're fine. To the armory. I mean, even this is 20 stress, and I don't want to just lose. Let's do it. Okay, so we're in the armory. Wait, why are you here? Oh, keeper of treasures. Nothing stands out? So we ask her, she gains opinion of us because we asked, but the challenge outcomes are not great. There's a good 51% chance it's negative. And there's 19% chance that nothing happens. So that's a 70. 30%. Wait, that doesn't add up. That doesn't add up to 100%. What's going on here? 51% plus 19, 70%. And then there's 27% left. Where's my last 3%? I'm not taking on more stress for this. So I'm going to ask her, and she's going to roll the outcome for us. She could find a nice husband. Look at that. 29 years young, pretty, smart. Obviously not all qualities you look for in a wife in this time period, but slightly lower. It happens. They're not fighting the way I want them to fight. Anyways, let's see. I look for some good skills. 21 stewardship, that's pretty good. 20 learning. He's younger. And he's just bleeding. 25 stewardship, wow. I think we take the 25, like the extremes. Yeah, finish them off, please. Is it spreading in our courts? Alright. We should be fine here. Got the numbers advantage and all that. Right. Let's do that. Are they needed? Is that the only army left? They control these lands. Okay, so I guess we could try to have them retake these, basically. There's one here, too. I don't think we're actually attacking these. Oh, these are what the war is fighting over. Okay. So are we literally just hunting one army left? But they have more troops. I'm a little confused to... Ah, okay. There are a group in the north. We just missed them. That does bother me here. I do wonder if it's like new people joining them, because I'm pretty sure we scanned it earlier. We didn't see anything. Yeah, they will go fight them. All right. Switching directions here. Are we finally going to get to 31 points here? Oh. Thank you. I feel like our cycle's looking... Ooh, this has dipped. Pushed away from advancement. So, a one-time pain. And people who are not my minister or myself contributing actually hurts us. Ouch. But this means I have a chance to push it back towards advancement in the future for a decent gain. I mean, the goal, as I stated before, was just to try to keep division low. Other than me also counters this. So it's basically a slower shift towards advancement, but we're slowing down division. I'll take that. This war, though, I want to end the war. Asking for cash. We'll get a new forge. Oh, army gold maintenance go down by 1%? I kind of like that. Yeah, 50 gold. Let's do it. I knew the artifact was going to cost more. We haven't hunted. He's the one in charge of the hunting. So we found a location that has game sighting. We don't have the cash for this, unfortunately. It's good to know. We can finally hold court again. Let me check what the new sponsor is. If we have money, we might consider this in the future. Alright, let's hold this court. It's been a while. 5 years since we started. Alright, sitting our throne. Let's open the doors and let people in. Who's the first one this time? Our Grand Chancellor. With a pile of documents in his arm. I've analyzed some treaties with our neighbor. Ah, expansion approach, huh? Most favorable one. We get a press claim. Okay. 顺州. Do we get intel on this? Can I like check out on the map? Not quite. I believe we can actually close this and go out and look at it, but in any case, 74% chance we get a press claim, 25% chance I get 100 points of diplomacy lifestyle experience. There's 0% chance we fail. Let's do it. We got the press claim. Good for us. Alright, the man who approaches my throne is clearly a commoner. This will never happen. I represent the local community of Jingzhou. In the last few months, our cemeteries have been plagued with disappearances of bodies. All have been dug up and left no trace. At first, we feared wild animals or obscene power at work. And then your own personal physician was caught red-handed. Oh my god. My man, respect the Confucianism. This is not Europe. So, sadly a necessity. Popular opinion drops because we allow it. Everyone loses opinion, he gains 1 learning. We cannot dismiss him as our personal physician. That is not happening. We can tell him to cut it off. He loses 5 points and we get saved some. This is a worthy cost. He's already 100. And yeah, cut it off. For 1 learning, A frightful peasant scrolls all too close before guards stop between us. Yeah, too many peasant event. Maybe they should revamp this. I mean, obviously that's a lot of work because this is like introduced way before this. So a lot of like common event being used, but like commoners and peasants are not going to be approaching the emperor here. Matter of great import. You see, the miller's wife's sister swore she could make better sorghum wine than the brewer's wife. Of course, they judged a tie, and the husbands got involved. Oh my god. We are stressed. What is No, no thanks. No thanks. We got other ways for this. Send our minister of revenue to take care of this, and that county gets 5%. It is part of my title, but I think this is the part that is not... Yeah, it's the part that's not Chan, so I don't really care that much for it. Mock the commoners. Yeah, obviously that's not good. Yeah, how did this man get in? That's right. Popular opinion. I can counter this because I'm about to get a lifestyle perk that adds 50. We're trying to make him like us. And change him from this. But right now that's maybe not so important. Yeah, go take care of this. Let them grow. I guess it's still technically in my land. I do get paid from it. And there, our court is finished. No, we don't have the money for that. Okay, so we seem to have inherited more land. We can give it away. My question is, what's the new land that we picked up? This one. Wait. Let me dismiss these. They're kind of really blocking us right now. Oh, everyone who's lived 5 years get this. Okay, anyways. This is also the county where the person came to... Let me give this away. Let's find one of my brother, maybe? Is he being useful at all in the capital? Not really. I think this will work. He becomes our vassal. I mean, the penalty is not that bad. But yeah, he can now be the prince of Shaozhou. Go for it. Look at that happy man. I'm assuming maybe like whoever was there died and trying to chase him. Guess I gotta also watch terrain. Let's go here. And our other army have a long way to go. See, the armies here disappeared again. We gotta bypass the Great Wall to fight inside the Great Wall. I hope the Great Wall doesn't give any sort of weird multipliers. That doesn't look like it. Oh, let him become someone else's vassal. I mean, he's still always going to be our brother. Sure, complete the title. Another concubine disappeared. Is she cheating on us, or are we just paranoid? Well, she's a pretty 22-year-old. Let's see. 20 stress. Or straight up ask. Let's straight up ask her. Minus 10. Alright. I mean, yeah, what did we expect? That is a minister. We're gonna get a lot of court speaking Chinese soon. Alright. We can move him back to our capital. There's a good chance we have something here. Our first enrobing. He's old enough to wear a special robe, I'm assuming. Okay. So he's wearing our clothes. This is a sensitive matter. So like if you clothing's part of status, so like there's rules on like what type of clothing emperor wears, what type of clothing princes wear. This is definitely an overstep. But I guess the game is not going to treat it. I mean, I don't want my son to have a rivalry with me. We gain prestige. He gains opinion. Whether or not we want him to have a nickname, I mean, no. Just give me some prestige here. Uh-oh. Who died? Currently our Minister of War. Let's reassign you. You have 44 learning. Our Marshal, yeah, that's fine. He can stay Marshal. Our Vassal, yeah, sure. All good. What is going on here? Not exactly sure what got removed. Failed to sway. Alright, we'll continue. Lost the rank, I guess. We have a feast available. Okay, so this we're not really willing to give up on. The deer sighting. If we do the feast... the money situation is difficult right now. It's good for de-stressing too. Can you give me the cash that I need from you? Why are you so poor? He's okay. Okay, there's a chance we can catch him with 75. So if I can't pick this up, and popular opinion's only with the common folks, we might go for golden obligations and start cashing out on the hooks we have, so that we can have our feast. How can we not have the feast? Yes, the country's still at war and it's not resolved yet. Make sure we're going the right way. Yeah, that's fine. What about the group down here? Man, they're moving fast. You're going here, we're going here. Let's meet him. Good deal. Let's do it the proper channels. It came to us in a dream. Let's see. Man, he does have main character vibes. He's in all sorts of events. So he likes the quarter he has. All right, all right. We de-stress. This is just a good event all around. We can now choose a favorite child. Okay. Oh, you can jump heirs. Okay. This is usually how a dynasty gets screwed up. When we decide to handpick it instead of following the order. How has she turned out? Humble, gluttonous, compassion. That's fine. That's fine. When they come of age, they'll be together. Do we have any... I don't think we have any kids who are, like, worthy of picking up... I mean, first off, we have to look at only sons. I don't think I passed any congenital trait to any of the kids. He's still struggling health-wise. The only thing I can think of, if we want to create something like slightly historical, is that we go with our lover/empress, who didn't give birth to the eldest son, but technically he should still be first in line. So if I want to make a favorite son, it would be him. Where do I designate the favorite son status? Can't beat this. Ah, there we go. Let's wait till he grows up a little bit. What if he turns out terrible? Right? What if our wife gives us another kid? Gonna wait on that. Alright, what did you make me? A sword. Okay, excellent. Not a dagger, not a hammer, not a mace. Exactly what I said. Mask of steel. Okay. Prowess plus 10. Faith facility plus 8. Levy reinforcement rate, same as faith, plus 40%. 230 years. Illustrious weapon. He did a great job. Yeah, it's dedicated to our friend, the foreign ruler who came by and entered this event somehow. Ooh, we lost our Grand Chancellor, who suddenly turned bald once the hat got removed. We're gonna equip our weapon. Beautiful. I mean, we're not gonna fight ourselves, hopefully not. Does this leave a vacancy? He jumps in with 13 diplomacy. Obviously, we have better options. Someone who doesn't like us. Interesting. We can make him like us. He's online. Ooh, attractive. We would just have to sway him. Or we can pick someone who already likes us with 27, which is slightly worse, but not so bad. He's young, though. Might be worth the investment to sway him and keep him around. Especially with him being online, and they're all conservative, which we have to convert. Oh, we also need to make a change here, buddy. The courtier we got, but the merit base I think is going to be a little bit challenging. Let's swap the current Grand Chancellor first, so we don't have to dump him. 19 is respectable. Alright, And then we can say he's terrible. It goes 13 to 12, that's fine. He really like us though. I think this is the move. Rank 4, rank 8. I'm thinking we just assign him. He drops, but he's not gonna hate us that much. Yeah, it's only 20. Alright, we're back at a pretty decent state. 17 being our weakest link, but he's our best friend, or he's our friend, he's not best friend. I think he's dropped a bit because of the health reasons. No, he's just 12. Honestly, he doesn't stand out at this point. Should I switch him? We will sway him. And sway him for now. Actually, maybe this is better. Okay, fixed up our court. I can, but I don't think I want to. Okay, so we're not allowed to pick this. We have to get this first. I think we get this to get money now. We have a lot of hooks that we can cash out on. So not everyone has enough money to pay up, but it's a strong hook. You can get this frequently. Just let me take the 5. I'll take the 8 as well. We're getting a little bit closer. I thought I would make a little bit more money, but unfortunately our guys are a little bit poor. Yeah, this battle is going to be kind of important. Can we let them reinforce? It's fine. Oh, they got more. Yeah, they're not on the map, but they got more. So I guess we got to go to the land where they conquered. How are we doing down south with this wild goose chase? Where are they going? Not again. A civil war ending with the flee to Taiwan. Are they going to Taiwan? I mean, it's technically not our territory now, is it? Okay, I'm gonna find these holdings. I think that's what we gotta do. Tongzhou, Fengzhou, Gongzhou. Right here, that's one. Alright, they're close. Wait. What happened to the text? Okay, Gongzhou, there it is. Where's the other two? Maybe it's even closer. Nope, not these. Hongzhou was another one. Fengzhou's right here. They have an army to fight, but then maybe take this afterwards. I don't see the third one. Anyways, we do see this one. But it doesn't look like we can... Doesn't look like we can siege it. I'm gonna occupy it, see if I just stand on it and does something. And then watch the fight over here. Alright, these secrets that we have, we can turn them into hooks. Yeah, lose 15. He has money. That's why I want the hook. He doesn't have money. Waste of time. Oh my god, he's in debt. Alright. He can pay me 50. I can throw my party soon. I want to have a little bit of buffer in case there's extra costs, so I'm not gonna throw the party now. Exposed, okay. More affairs. Okay, it looks like their army is going to try to take Fengzhou back. And we don't have a target now, do we? Did they land? They haven't landed. We sent them over here. There's 3 little areas. We'll stand on all 3 and I'll see if that does anything, but that's where things stand. I think we're gonna end our episode now. For those who's quite experienced with the game, let me know how to take care of this rebel system, because I don't know how to get this war score up. I thought we were gonna capture him once. Now I just don't know where he is, unless he's in that army that's running around the map. I mean, in that case, I guess he's potentially here. Yeah. I guess we have to chase him. Could I retake those counties by standing on them? Because that's where the war score hit's coming from. I mean, we're not going to surrender. I mean, if not, we can try to go catch him. That's probably the only thing we can do. He's sailing back. Okay, maybe we can catch him. This blue line, I think, is the color of the wars that we have. So is this... And the text disappear. Tongzhou, yeah, that's the one. So let's see if we can do anything about this. If we can, then we know what to do. And we can get all 3 pieces of land back. If not, then we'll have to figure it out. Aside from that, the management is going great. We are still quite young and quite healthy. And picking up traits all over the place. And if we pick up more land, we'll give them away. We have plenty of kids. We can, potentially give the kids land and make them princes in the future. Aside from that, we're eagerly awaiting our next feast. Buildings have temporarily stopped. Oh, wait. When did this happen? There are a lot of things that are just happening in the background that... Okay, I mean, that's great news. We can now upgrade the duchy building. Let's build it. Yeah, okay. Not worried about being bankrupt now. Anyways, we'll come back and continue from here next time. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys then. Bye.